I'm so glad that you are here. Oh my goodness. Hi, Lucinda. How are you? What up, Lee? Hi, Laura. Big hugs to everybody. I'm so glad that you are in the spot. Thank you. My name is Sonia Marie for all you cross watchers and folks that do not know who I am. I write for Essence Magazine. I'm the horoscope columnist, the chick in the back. Been doing that for about 6 years. I also have a wonderful book out. I love to pump up 1 time, 2 times, 3 times for your mama. The Signs and Astrological Memoir. Please go on and get that thing. Christmas is gone. However, you can never, ever, ever, ever go wrong with a gift from the heart. For $20, what? Go get your soft cover. I'm going to reference this book today. That's why I have it out. Hello to everybody. The link will be in the description box down below this video once we're done. If you want to go ahead and get that book, I appreciate that. There's also an ebook as well. You can go and get an e-copy for your Kindred. That's what you call that thing? Kindle. Kindred. It's the holidays. Your girl is happy to even be alive. What up, Lou? What's going on in the other room? What's happening? Elva and Rich Brown girl, Mina Love, Bijou is here as well. I'm so glad that y'all rolling in. Did you have a great Christmas, Xmas situation with your family? I know I, for one, just to give y'all a quick little rundown, did nothing. Absolutely shit. Zero, nada, zilch, not a damn thing. That's exactly what I did, and I had a great time doing it. I pray that whatever it is that you wanted to do, it was executed with love and light, and I hope that it sets the stage for this next year that's coming around. We've been talking about it. We've been talking about it, y'all. Y'all know it's been incredible. It's been a doozy. LaShonda's here. Nicole is here. All right, let me stop talking to people because then I won't, tell y'all what's going down. If 2020 didn't end with a bang, with the 2 eclipses that we had, one on November 30th and the other one December, what date is that? Was it the 15th, 14th? One of them days are 12. I can't see my calendar over here and I totally plumb forgot. However, the other eclipse that happened, and then we have 1221 that went down in that great conjunction that everybody's talking about. And big ups to all the folks. And thank you for your support that joined me on that incredible Zoom that we had. Good God Almighty. That was awesome. It was such a wonderful success. And I just pray really from the bottom of my heart that everybody got something out of it. Honestly, that will help to change your life in one small way, or somebody that you're close by. I really, 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 really pray for that. Like, that's just the reason why I do this thing here. Welcome to a little piece of my home. It's kind of rainy outside in LA. If you are in LA, thank you, Lucinda. I appreciate that. It was, what's up, Joe Whitfield? It's rainy outside and it's cold as heck. I'm a New Yorker and it's still cold. My son teases me and says that my blood is too thin right now and I get cold for no reason, but I'd rather not go downstairs and do this, so welcome to the living room. I hope that you sit down and get a little comfortable because I am on some holiday vibes. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I was vibing a little bit more, but that's for later on. In any case, I wanted to give y'all what this week is all about. 3 minutes into this, almost 4 minutes into this thing. Walaikum salam. What's up, William? How are you? This week I entitled When Your Heart Explodes. Why? Because like I was alluding to, we didn't have enough with the eclipses, that 1221 conjunction and all the wonderful planets and asteroids that surrounded that conjunction, that we talked about on Zoom. If 2020 wasn't enough, today, or I should say tomorrow, is an awesome full moon swelling in Cancer, but there's a great alignment and an aspect to that I want to talk about and highlight. But before we go there, the reason why I entitled this When Your Heart Explodes is because Cancer has everything to do with the heart, if you did not know. Cancer and Leo energy. Here's a distinction in my little mind, my mind's eye. Cancer understands the nurturing, the massage, the verb, the diligence, the repetitiveness, if that's the word, of love. and of caring and of nurturing. It's always Johnny on the spot when it has to do with your heart. Your heart is broken, let me mend it. That's Cancer energy. However, Leo energy is more like an outpouring, almost like being generous, like the sun. Like the sun is not going to sit there and wonder if anybody got the raise. The sun is just going to give you the raise, right? So we're going to talk about the heart energy that Cancer energy gives, the nurturing and the nourishment of it all, and then this wonderful aspects that goes alongside of it tomorrow. That's why I entitled it When Your Heart Explodes. So when your heart explodes, ... I want you to finish that sentence for your damn self this week. When your heart explodes, ... what happens? Do you love more? Do you take it back? Do you get upset with yourself because you released so much? Do you say to yourself, listen, you acting like a freaking punk right now. All of this heart energy, we should not be giving away. They should be earning it, X, Y, and Z. I'm just saying. Think about this. Just think about it. When your heart explodes, how do you respond to that? In an advantageous way, in a way in which you want to celebrate it and let it explode some more and get over all on everybody? Or you want to pull it back because you're afraid and because you are in a space in which you have no idea, feeling out of control because a whole year has been out of control? Are you afraid of where that's going to lead you? When your heart explodes, right? Who said that? Malika. Did you repeat me, Malika? Mina. Yes, Mina. Hi, Shay. What's going on? When your heart explodes, y'all, how do you respond to that? Again, keep that in mind as I run this week down. Today, the moon itself is in Gemini and it's sextiling Mars, okay? The reason why it's sextiling, think about it for all you astrology folks out there, students and teachers. The moon is in the sign of Gemini today. Mars is in the sign of Aries, so that's a sextile. They get along. Are you in the right mind frame? And I only say that because of that Gemini energy, although it is being distributed through your emotions, the moon. Are you in the mind frame to really care about people? That's a fucking trick question. Are you in the mind frame to really care? Yo, that's a question. I can't tell you how much of a question that is because, well, I just shocked my damn self in saying it. That's why I'm pausing so much. Because truthfully, are you in the mind frame to distribute love? Are you in the mind frame to connect with people that you know that need your love or that you want to love? Or do you pull back from that? Are you in the mind frame to deal with other people's love, how they administer love? Are you're hearing what I'm saying? Are you in the mind frame to take somebody else's love that may be a little bit too much or too little, maybe a little too aggressive or too quiet? Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Yes, y'all. Today, are you in the mind frame to handle it? So if you are, Mars says, I'm glad y'all get me. Mars says, execute that thing. Stand behind your feelings. Stand behind the mind frame in which you are either forcing yourself to be in or you have readily decided that that's what you're going to do. And I say forcing only because there are times in which we have to get over ourselves. And that's what the moon in Gemini says. Get the fuck over yourself. Get over yourself. It's not that deep. Moon and Gemini information does not like to dwell deep in their emotions, their past life connections, their connections with women. It's not that deep. It's very, very superficial. And it's like I feel a certain way. I'm going to put myself in this mind frame and then I'm going to go on about my business. It's not going to take too much out of me that it doesn't want to take out of me or I don't want it to take out of me. Understand where I'm coming from with that. That's today. How do you administer that? So your heart is about to explode because the thing is today we are thinking about how I want to administer that emotion, how I want to be a part of any kind of emotion, how I don't want to go too deep with this thing, but I know there's a bubbling that's happening. Are y'all following me? Yes, y'all? There's a bubbling. It might sound like I'm saying 2 or 3 different things at one time, but I'm not. I'm absolutely not. Listen to the bubble up that's happening because here's the truth. Y'all always know I come back. Here's the truth. If you can figure out today whether you are involved, and I say from your mindset, whether you can handle the love that's coming at you or the kind of love that you want to distribute, you can easily, or I should say you can distribute your love easier and with more responsibility and with a detachment that may be advantageous to you on down the line. Let me go back. The thing about your heart exploding is that sometimes it can get all over everybody. And today is when you want to say to yourself, how do I stop it from getting all over everybody? How do I become more responsible? Am I ready in my mindset to allow my emotions to go or to accept any kind of emotional changes? Are y'all feeling me? Like, that's a real deal. That's a real question. Because when you can be responsible for your emotions, you can allow whatever needs to come to you without you freaking the fuck out. Tomorrow, there's a full moon in Cancer in which you may freak the fuck out. That's where I'm going. You don't want to freak out right now, y'all. Emotions are all over. All over. We cannot steer clear of emotions, but we have a better result to our emotions and the reactions from our emotions if we are cognizant, if we are diligent, if we can pay attention to how these emotions are coming at us, if we are right there with it, Moon and Gemini style. Y'all get that? Y'all get that? That's today. So, all right, we go into tomorrow, right? We say tomorrow there's a full moon in Cancer. Big fucking deal. And this is where I want to reference my own book, because I don't know if everyone understands. And even though we're in Capricorn season, it's very necessary to, let me just drop this, squirrel. It's very necessary to know what the opposite energy of every sign in every season that we're in. So the opposite for Gemini is Sag. The opposite for Taurus is Scorpio. The opposite for Aries is Libra, and so on and so forth. Even though we are in the season of Capricorn, what's lying dormant right now, and the seed of that is Cancer energy, because it's opposite that. However, we got a full moon tomorrow in Cancer energy, so you have to pay attention to it. And you have to, if you want to, administer the emotions, or I should say be more cognizant in how you're going to deal with the emotions as it comes to you, and as you go, as it leaves you. You got to know what that Cancer and that Cancer moon is all about. That Cancer energy is all about. You understand? Yes, yes, yes. I'm trying to tell you. So, from the words of my own freaking mouth, here in my book, which is absolutely fabulous, The Signs, an astrological memoir. Go on and get your copy. The link is in the bottom in the description box. When I pour love into you, life begets life. But, oh, if I stop, you'll never taste love the same way again. That is the intro to my Cancer chapter. Why? Because Cancer energy envelops love. Cancer energy promotes love. Cancer energy will sit and cry with you in love. Cancer energy will get angry and protect you in love. Understand that. And when that energy comes up and it swells and it gets all over you, you have to decide whether you are able to handle it or not. How strong are you to deal with the monsoon of energy that's coming your way? It's looking like the full moon in Cancer tomorrow. Understand this. Are y'all getting this? It goes further in my book that Cancer energy is the only one that will really honestly take care of you in the way that your heart desires. That sounds so big and fucking like a blanket statement, but it is. It's Cancer mama energy. Mama energy is personified in Cancer energy. It is the mother, just like Capricorn is the father. Are y'all following me? I'm trying to describe this swelling that's happening tomorrow. So here's the deal. Full moon in Cancer, by the way, at 10:28 p.m., right? So here's the deal. Are you able to get that on you? Are you able to survey everything that happened within this year, the changes that are going on, the things that you know that you need, or I should say that you desire, that you deserve, and the changes that are happening? When this monsoon of energy comes tomorrow, are you going to back down from it and become taken over by it? Or are you going to drown in it, almost like that rain outside? You're going to just stay there and just drown in it and get absorbed in it and say, this is what I deserve. And I'm going to take what I can take and I'm going to discard the rest. It's an energy that's ignited and attached to that. Dig that, y'all. There are some people and some energies that rebuke that. Why? Because it reminds them too much of their mother. Because it reminds them too much of the fact that they have had lack in nourishment and nurturing. So they rebel. They push back. Nah, fuck that shit. I don't want that shit. You hugging me too long. We need to do this. I do practical things for you. I don't want to give you affection. I don't want to take in your love. I don't want to give you love. Bah, humbug. Grouchy is fuck. Why? Because there's a lot of pain that reminds them that they didn't have it in the first fucking place. Get where I'm going, y'all. So if this full moon in Cancer comes up over you, and by the way, what's attached to that, this was the addition, the aspect that I wanted to, what's the word I'm looking for? Elaborate on, is Uranus is sextiling, I already made mention to this in Instagram, is sextiling this full moon in Cancer. Wait. What? Yes, in my mind, it's blown. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. All year long, Uranus been in Taurus, okay? Again, I think about 10, 12 videos back, we talked about Uranus being akin to a mountain moving off the side of California, literally going in the ocean. And we can't stop it. We can't stop it because Uranus deals with change. It's gonna happen regardless. And Taurus moves fucking slow and methodical and strategic. And it does not want to change, okay? But it's happening. True, it's happening. So now you got a full moon in Cancer, which actually went through its series of eclipses already in the last 2 years. Here's a cute little full moon in Cancer outside of its eclipse series because, hey, I'm just going to show up as a full moon now, and I'm going to outpour all of this emotions that we've been building up and or reconstructing over the last year or so. Uranus is like, oh, okay, let me hit that emotion real quick and let me show you a surprise out of that. Let me give you a reward out of that. Let me set you off on the right path in which you will be extremely excited by, but you have no idea what's about to come. Uranus deals with surprises, y'all. Rebellion, unconventional, weird shit, okay? It's very changeable like that. It hits the emotion. So in my astrological mind and the buildup and the way I like to see astrology and how I like to help me heal and thus help you guys to heal and go through some stuff, Uranus has been going through Taurus like, I'm changing you, I'm changing the earth. The mountain is falling off the fucking side of the thing. Oh, is it? Yes. And tomorrow your emotions will see a surprise or a change because of that. How does that happen? Well, maybe you'll meet the right guy. Maybe you'll meet the right lady. Maybe somebody will say to you, I love you, I want to marry you. Maybe somebody will say to you, everything that you've been feeling about me is true, and I've been making you feel crazy for 5 years thinking otherwise. Wait, what? This is how the heart explodes right now. Because Uranus is hitting it going, boo. And by the way, all of those tears, all of that shit that's coming out, that was for good reason. So you got me thinking I'm motherfucking crazy? Yeah, because I ain't necessarily want to admit that shit, but I got to admit it now. You know, 2021 is coming. Don't let them do that to you. Don't let them do that to you. Oh, it's the New Year's. I'm going to admit some shit. No, it's that full moon in Uranus coming together, bitches. Don't put it on no New Year's shit. You've been trying to say this shit all year long. I'm just saying. Surprises. Also, what I did put down here too was accepting a challenge. Oh, what I also put down here too is that the moon has everything to do. Hey, Shay. The moon has everything to do with past life shit. Ooh, karmic shit. Ooh, that makes me excited. Because if it's not somebody professing their love and their feelings for you, if it's not you coming in contact with how you feel about a thing, a person, or situation, it's your past life karmic situations that are about to make some fucking sense. Because Uranus comes in there and goes, by the way, this is the reason why we have to change this way, because you've been praying for this all along. Case in point, possibly an example, maybe you've been crying and praying, not only for you to get somebody or whatever, but for you, for your life to be changed in a way in which people that are surrounding you represent your heart, represent your true self, represents your real conversations, not the placating conversations that you put yourself through in order to just have company. This is just one example, y'all. I'm trying to find a way to make this clear for you. Okay? What have your prayers been about your heart? And Uranus says, boop, I'm going to give that shit to you. I'm coming in. Bam. I'm going to give that shit to you. It's going to look wild. It's going to look unconventional. It's going to look crazy fucking weird. And it's going to be a surprise. But trust me, we are on the right track with this. Again, this is past life probably, karmic information that you've been dealing with. Maybe you've been dealing with a whole bunch of motherfucking boo-boos. Boo-boo season is over. It's over. It's done. The fuck a boo-boo season. We don't have time for them anymore, y'all. You know they're boo-boo. You know they're narcissists. You know they just want one thing. Even if they profess that they have changed. I'm not saying that people don't change and you can't give them a second chance. I'm saying watch the heart. The heart is the center of attention right now. If people are not speaking from the heart, then they are not paying attention to this wondrous change and this surprise that's happening. Understand this. Y'all hear me? Man, I'm hot, I'm excited, and it's cold out here. So I don't know what's coming through me in this moment in time. But that's a big fucking deal. Earth signs and water signs may have an easier time tomorrow with this change that wants to come through. Fire signs and air signs may have a little bit of a challenge. Why? Because they need proof. You know, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and good God, Sag, and then air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, they need some kind of proof, some type of rationale. It has to make sense, right? The moon in Cancer, full moon like that, Uranus hitting it out of nowhere, that don't make no fucking sense. That don't make no sense whatsoever. It's not only about intuition, it's about right timing, divine timing. So for those who are stuck in their head, saying my desires of my heart is right in my face, but it doesn't make sense why it's there. I'm going to Google this motherfucker. Hey, you're doing too much. Sometimes you just got to leave it up to God in your prayers. Squirrel, that always fucking baffles me, how people pray and don't believe them. Why do you pray? Why do you ask for help? Why do you ask for assistance? Why do you want your heart to be taken care of? And then when your heart has to open up to receive what's coming through, you have a hard time doing that. Yo, I'm guilty of that. We are all guilty on some level. But this full moon swell tomorrow with Uranus coming in there, capsizing that shit? Come on now. It's for the better. It's trying to tell us we all are worthy. I don't want to just go butt nut crazy on that. I think I have already. Already 22 minutes in. But yo, that's a big deal. Pay attention to that. Y'all hear me, huh? All right, Lucinda. On Wednesday, check it out. On Wednesday, I'm just going to read y'all what I put. Venus is squaring Neptune. Venus is in Sagittarius right now, and Neptune is in Pisces, saving our lives. Trust me when I tell you. A bout of cloudy existence. Who the fuck am I? And what do I desire? Yes, I curse in my notes. Make sure your wishes are not outdated, and don't be afraid to dream. That's what that thing is about. Who the fuck am I tomorrow? Venus squaring Neptune. You start to wonder, who am I? This is Wednesday. Not tomorrow, Wednesday. Tuesday, the full moon the full moon opens up, Uranus hits it. Wednesday, you're like, well, who am I to receive all of that? Here we go, vacillating back and forth. You're God's child, first of all, and make sure what it is that you're desiring is not outdated. You know, make sure you're not afraid to dream when Venus comes up against Neptune. You know, you're not afraid to dream. That's where it starts, y'all. Oh, that just put me in a whole nother. It's about being that shorty when you're a young girl or a young guy and you're sitting at home and you're 6, 7 years old and there's no thought in your mind that the dreams and the aspirations that you deserve are not attainable. Why? Because you're 6 or 7 and you haven't met really the meanest person on the planet yet. You don't know about heartbreak and destruction, so you dream the most fabulous dreams. On Wednesday, it's like, who am I supposed to deserve this shit? Am I supposed to get these dreams? Yes, go back there. Go back there. when you was a shorty and you dreamed unabashedly, unapologetically. It's your right to do that. I'm just trying to tell you. All right? On Wednesday, this is tricky, right? Because Venus is squaring the dreams, Neptune and all of that, the illusions and the things that's coming up for you and your desires. But the moon is actually trining Neptune. So it's almost like you'd rather sit back in your emotions with it. We will, on a general scale. We'd rather sit back in our emotions with it and deal with how it feels rather than us believing it's there. Okay. If that's the deal, if that works for you, do that without not believing, if that makes any sense. Stay in the emotion of it all and stay in the pretend. That's a beautiful word, Spirit. Thank you. Pretend. Pretend like you're that 6 or 7-year-old and you're dreaming and it's right there. That's the emotional connection of it all. Venus, when it squares up against Neptune, will be like, well, did we desire that? I mean, do we really deserve that? Is it our worth? Hey, nobody asked you all that. Just pretend that it's there. Why? Because a beautiful world is about to ensue. Like, we are creating our world right now, and we have to stay on the up and up of God. We have to stay in the light of God. All of that petty bullshit that we've been dealing with that holds us down, that tells us that we don't deserve X, Y, and Z is falling quicker than quick, and we could actually help with the avalanche of that thing by believing, by pretending, by duping ourselves just for a moment, by staying in the dream. All right? On Thursday, I'm just going to say a couple things about this. The moon is squaring Mars, and the moon is opposition Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn. That's going to be an interesting day. So I'm just going to pose this question to you. Are you going to be the brat, or are you going to be patient? This is Thursday. Are you going to be that brat that just spins out and wants what it wants? Because fuck it, 2020 is gone and I'm going to meme it up and I'm telling everybody or you just going to be patient and lay in the cut and know that divine timing is always happening. And with your heart exploding, you will receive exactly what it's putting out in the air. Like aroma, y'all. Like aroma. Love is like the best aroma ever. And the thing about aromas is that it goes and it does its thing. And it finds what it needs to find, the nose it needs to find, the people it needs to find. It draws people in. Let that love and that heart energy exploding go out like an aroma, as opposed to you being impatient about, oh, I need to figure that out. I need to duplicate that aroma. I need to make something else to make sure that that aroma stays. I need to control that aroma. No, you don't. You absolutely don't. Are you going to be patient, or are you going to be the brat on that day? This is Thursday we talking about. It's a lot of y'all's peoples in here. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm going on in. Little couple more things and then we're going to stop. On Friday, Happy New Year Day. Yeah. On Friday is the 1st. Mercury will be sextile in Neptune. You see how Neptune is trying to keep coming around with the dreams and the imagination and the delusion and the confusion? Now we got Mercury saying, put a plan to that thing. Don't let your desires stop you. Don't let the bratish ways of being impatient and getting what you want right now because you've lived this year and you've done what you need to do. Now you need to get results right. Divine timing. Don't let that happen, because here we go. On Friday, on New Year's Day, Mercury says, yo, we got this. It's almost like instant. Like, yo, we got this. All we have to do is plan. All we have to do is put it together. All we have to do is reach out to our resources, to our people, to those who care about us, and to ignite that Neptune shit. Mercury, sextile in Neptune. The plan, the strategy, the thoughts, the communication, it actually gives birth to the dream. And how about this too? I just heard this real quick. Those conversations that you need to have to dispel cloudy energy that's around you, have them sooner than soon. It's not necessary to bring outdated situations to the next year, to the next hour for that fucking matter. Why? Because we have to be clearer than clear going where we're going. Who are your people? Who are the ones that are going to help you? Outsource, resource, push you forward into this next age. Like, truthfully, that's something to fucking like take account of, because you have to put them in the plan. Boom. Somebody said why. I don't know who said why, but if you said why, because you have to put them in the plans. Who's going to be in the plan of your next step? Otherwise, let them be gone and let them step to the side and say, hey, it was nice talking to you. I'll talk to you next week. We don't have time. Okay? We just don't have time. On Saturday, okay. Yeah, I'm going to end it like that. Saturday and Sunday, two different vibrations. Saturday brings a whole lot of passion. Why? Because the moon is trine in Venus and the moon is trine in Mars. So that's a whole lot of fire energy, putting your passions in motion. Putting your passion in motion, putting your desires in motion. Now, all of a sudden, you kind of see what it is that you didn't see before, because now you have a plan. Now you thought about it. Now you prayed on it. Now you put together, your New Year's Day would be a great day for like, vision boards and shit like that, because it is about seeing it. It's about the information, right? Mercury information, right? However, this is a little side note. It's always good to do, and this is what Jan Spiller says. This is very much of a squirrel, but I'm gonna get back on track. It's always good to do vision boards when the sun is in our 11th house. So you need to know your rising sign in order to know when the sun is in the 11th house. If you caught that, in your 11th house. If you caught that, good. If you didn't, the next best thing is New Year's Day. Again, why? Because Mercury will be sextiling Neptune. Mercury, your dreams, your plans, your visions, information will sextile Neptune, your dreams. Okay? Make sense? Okay, going back to Saturday. So once you have that shit all in your dreams and it's all loaded, cocked, and ready to go, on Saturday, you can put it into passion. You can put it into extreme physical plan, right? You can start executing the bottom line. Get your house in order. Get your house in order, fix your car, get the oil change, get the yard done, clean out the closet, go work out, get a physical regimen put together so your ass can be healthy. Take care of the people that you're going to take care of. Tell them, I'm going to come every week to do such and such and such. Set it up. Set it up how you want the vibration of your year to go. You control that, okay? And then on Sunday, it's all practical. That practical, rational, risky, but real. Feeling like nothing will stop me, and you're oblivious to whether it's good or bad. You're just accepting the journey. So that's a beautiful thing on how this week will end, right? Because that full moon Cancer energy will subside just a little bit. And by Sunday, we go, oh, okay, we went through opening our heart, seeing what we need to do, seeing how we desire, or I should say deserve certain things, getting a little emotional about it, maybe a little brattish about it, impatient about it, but knowing that it's coming. And then Saturday, we execute some plans. This is going to be my regimen. This is how I'm going to work out. This is who I'm going to pay attention to. This is how I'm going to clean my house. This is where I want to go next year. Start moving shit physically. And then Sunday, whether it's good or bad, you on track. You know you're on track because you're in a space of accepting your journey. Why? Because the moon will trine Uranus and the moon will trine the sun on Sunday. Yo, that's so fucking dope. To end the week with that, when Uranus kind of upset it in the beginning, or I should say broke open the heart in the beginning with the full moon and as it's sextile in the full moon, and then to end it with, yo, we're going to be all right. Because the moon is actually trying in Uranus. So the changes that come and the rebellion that comes this week, you'll see by Sunday, oh shit, that was all for this. Yup. Don't y'all know we are being taken care of? I cannot say that enough. And I know I preach. I know I go there every now and again. It's just in my nature. It's just who I am. I'm a Cancer. I'm a mama like that. But y'all have to remember we are being taken care of every step of the way. As long as you always respond from love, even when somebody else is not. That's the hard part right there. Even when people are being petty, when they're being combative, when they want what they want, when they're being when they're being manipulative, you know what I mean? Those are all survival tools. Understand that, right? So those who are not necessarily connected to their heart and what their heart wants, and as their heart is throwing up this week, if you're not connecting to that, people will go back to their survival tools of negotiation and manipulation and petty, mindless bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? You got time for that? I don't have time for that. Sonia will sit here by herself all day and night and not talk to anybody because that right there is a waste of time. Our children are dying. People are dying. We need to move forward in a space in which we can honor their death. We can honor their crossing over. We can honor the fact that they sacrificed for us. We have to be clear with our intentions. And if there are people who are overly sensitive, and I love emotions, you know that, I'm very sensitive. But if they're overly sensitive and they cannot understand the changes that you're going through, then they need to step to the side with love. And this may sound like a meme, and this is shit that we talk about all the time, I'm sure. But there's deeper connections to that. Only because you can know it, you can read it, but if you live it, then you are really applying that vibration in your world. Live the shit. Be daring to be different and to live from the heart. Speak from the heart. Let that emotion get all over people. And if they can't handle it, they'll be all right. They'll either move to the side or they will bask in the love and the unconditional space of it. Because that's what love is about. It's unconditional and it's true when it's really, really, really intended to land in your heart and pour into you. Understand that. Watch out. Aight? Okay, I'm gonna go. I got things to do. Be that stinky aroma. Love ain't stinky, Laura. Love smells good. I love you too, Lulu. Love smells really good. You're welcome, DJ Shani. You guys go on and get that book. Enjoy your week. Share, comment, all of it. You understand? Just be happy to be you. Find that happy space, all right? We got things to do. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.